Liz, your football trainer. Welcome to today's workout. Let's warm up. Start with some arm swings. Bring your arms out in front of you, open them up to a T, and cross in front. Continue to do that repeatedly and swing them as much as you want, whatever feels good. Try to keep those arms at shoulder height. We'll go for 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Make sure your feet are about shoulder width apart, and let's twist at the trunk. Making sure that you're picking up the heel of your trailing foot, and feel free to let those arms swing as you were before, or keep them right here at your chest if that feels better. We'll go for 4. Stay tall. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Hands on the hips. Make big hip circles here. Keep your feet flat on the floor. And knees unlocked. 1 more. Let's reverse direction. Last one. Great. Bring your feet a little closer together. Hip width distance this time. Arms come way up high. And then hands to your thighs. Reach down to your feet. Come up to repeat. Nice and high. And reach down low. Let's do a few more. Each time you reach towards your toes, you can go a little bit further. Keeping those feet flat. I'm unlocking my knees a little bit here. One more time. And come back to standing. Let's now take a wide stance, and we're going to lunge side to side. Warm up those hips. We're going to bend one knee straight together. Switching to the other side all the while. Keep your feet nice and flat and spine nice and neutral. Hands on thighs for support. And go through this at whatever speed feels good to you. One more. And last one here on this side. Come back to center, walk your feet in, and let's march in place. Bring those knees high, thighs parallel with the floor at the top. Let your arms swing or hands over here on your hips. We're standing tall through the hips and through the trunk as we go through these marches for about 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and turn that into a butt kick here. Make sure the knees stay pointed down towards the floor and your heel comes back behind you. Hands where you need them for comfort. Just a few more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and let's take that into a side step. So I want you to keep your center of gravity low, knees unlocked, and step a little wider than you would normally step if you were stepping to the side. Let's add the arms, so when your feet go wide, and your arms come out to the side. Almost there. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest and relax your feet. We're going to come right up to the wrists. Give me some wrist circles here. And reverse that. Just a few more. And we're going to finish with our shoulders. Reach up and over, right onto that wrist for a little side bend stretch. 1 more on each side. And back down. And we are ready to start our first circuit. So what we're going to need is maybe a table or chair, some sort of elevation for our planks, and we need a mat as well. So go get your stuff, have a sip of water, and meet me right back here for circuit number 1. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to circuit number 1. In this circuit, we are doing a plank and a glute bridge. Plank is first. Here's our elevated version. You're going to use a table, something that's nice and sturdy, and set yourself up. Hands on your table, your shoulders come right over your wrists. Step your feet out. You're on the balls of your feet, heels together, head and neck nice and long. Engage the glutes and hollow out the core. Okay? Make sure that your shoulders stay right over your wrists. Hold that plank. We're going to be holding it for 20 seconds. Option number 2, we're bringing plank down to the floor. Same setup. And let's start our first round, 20 seconds, in 3, 2, 1, go. It's going to be really important to breathe through your planks. Even though you're holding still, keep your breath going. So inhale, exhale, less than 5 seconds. We end in 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Round 1 of plank done. We're going to flip over onto your back. Lie down and do our glute bridge. Our feet are at shoulder distance. Make sure your head and your shoulders are on the floor. Hands on the ground for comfort. We're going to engage the glutes and lift the hips up high so that they land between your knees and your shoulders. Bring them back down in between. Knees stay as wide as the feet. 20 seconds, begin. We're going to do these dynamically, meaning we're going to come up and down, control in both directions. On your way up, give me an exhale, and inhale on your way down. Less than 5 seconds to go. And take the time. That's 20 seconds. Let's come up, back into your plank position. Choose your favorite spot. We go in 3, 2, 1. And push through those hands, head and neck nice and long. Keep holding, keep holding. We want your elbows pointing back behind you. Keep holding. I'm going to check my time. In 3, 2, and 20 seconds. Back to the bridge. And 2. Here we go. Remember, feet shoulder width apart. Ready, set, go. Hips up and down. Exhale and inhale. I want you to think about pushing through your feet as opposed to pushing yourself back. Okay? Push through those feet. 3, 2, and 1 last time. Come on, back up. Plank round 3. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go. Really push through, head and neck long. And take a rest. I'm counting in my head that time. Flip on back over for your bridge. Another 20. Ooh, get close. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. When you're doing your glute bridge, if you're feeling a lot of pressure across the knees, you can walk feet out away from your hips a little bit, and that should take some of that pressure off of that gut. Feel free to play around with the width of your feet too. Take a rest. We just want to make sure that your knees match your feet in terms of width. Okay, we are at our final round of plank and glute bridge. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Pick your variety, your favorite option. Really hone in on your form on this final round when you tend to be the most fatigued. Remember all those points. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Final round for your glute bridge. Flip on over. Have a lie down. In 3, 2, and 1. Go. You should really be feeling this in your glute muscles now, maybe a little bit behind the leg and those hamstrings. Make sure you are breathing. And that's 20. How time flies. All right, circuit 1 is complete. Go get a sip of water and meet me back here for circuit number 2. Welcome back to circuit number 2. Here, I want you to make sure that your hip is not falling out to the side, that you're standing really tall through that standing hip, and find something to look at. Let's hold for 20 seconds, starting now. Nice and tall from your foot through the crown of your head. Think about elongating through the torso. The one that's needed. And that's 20. Lower the foot down, control. Let's go to the other side. Find balance. Stand tall through the hip and go. If you find yourself wobbling, that's okay. Notice it. Come back to your center. Hold on as needed. And keep holding. 5 more seconds. And rest. Good. We're going to rest for 20 seconds. I invite you to shake your legs out. Stretch if you need to. Maybe a little bit of walking in place, marching in place, okay? Shake it out. 5 more seconds. We're going to get started with round 2 of 3. Let's go to side number 1. Lift that leg up. Ready, set, go. This time we've got our hip down, right? We're nice and tall through our hip. I want you to think about your foot. Make sure that you can feel the ground with your entire foot, all 5 toes, and your heel. You have a little lift through your arch. 3 seconds. And rest. Same thing on the other side. Nice and tall. Lift that leg and go. And feel that foot in the ground. So all 5 toes. The heel. A little lift through the arch. Finding that point to look at. Holding on as needed. And rest. That's 20. Shake it out for 20. That's good. This time, if you have been holding on, I invite you to take that hand off until you need it. Okay? Maybe hands on your hips, hands clasped in front of you. All of that will help. Here we go. 1 foot up. And 20 seconds starts now. Tall through the hip. Feel the whole foot. Find somewhere to look. Standing really, really tall. Should you be feeling it in your standing hip? Yes, you should. That's what's working. You might also feel it in your ankle and your foot. Rest. That's what's working too. Switch to the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Go. Same thing we said before. Tall through the hip. Feel the foot. Find something to look at. Remember to breathe. 5 seconds. And that's 20. Shake it out. Nice job with our single leg balance. Take a quick break and come back for circuit number 3. All right, welcome back. It's time for our cardio circuit. So we have 2 movements, 20 seconds each with a 20-second rest in between. First one is the butt kicker. So we did this in the warm-up. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to alternate bending the knees, bringing your heels back behind you, up as high as you can, but not so high that you're arching your back. So keep that trunk nice and tall, hands where you need them for best support. For this round, I'm going to say let's put them on our hips or right here in front of us. And look at that, 20 seconds is up. Next, we go into our low impact jack. So for this round 1, we're stepping out to the side, tap and return, out to the side, tap and return. Let's leave our arms, hands on our hips, and begin. Okay, out to the side and return. Your speed when we do these cardio bits is up to you. Okay? Engage that core, so you should feel your abdominal muscles slightly contracted, slightly engaged. 3 more seconds. And rest. Shake it out for 20. And then we'll do it again. This time we can add some arms to our butt kicks if that's something that you want to do. As you're resting, you can keep those feet moving, walk in circles, side step, whatever you want to do. Get some water, just Just let that heart rate recover a little bit. We're going to start round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Butt kick. If you want to add arms, hands out in front, and every time your foot comes behind you, roll your arms back. Okay? Elbows come back when the heel comes back. Same thing as before. Your speed is up to you. Oh, my time. 20 seconds. Take a rest. Into your low impact jack. Adding arms means when you step out, your arms come up. They can come up to shoulder height, or they can come up all the way overhead. Whatever's better for how your shoulders are feeling today. Keep going. And take a break. Shake it out. 2 rounds done in a flash. Getting ready for round 3. Arms are your choice. I'm going to keep doing them just so you remember what they look like. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, and butt kickers. Okay? When you're bringing your elbows back, think about initiating the movement with your upper back. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a rest. Low impact jack. Go. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Keep those knees bent when you are doing your side-to-side jacks. That way you can touch off and push off as safely as possible. And rest. Shake out. Halfway. We have 2 more rounds to go. Okay, we go in 3, 2, and 1. Butt kick. Row if you want. If not, hands are here. Stay light on your feet as you're doing these, especially if you're going quickly. Okay, nice and light on your feet. And into your low impact jack. As your heart rate and your breathing rate starts to go up, make sure that you're focusing on that breath now that you've mastered and are comfortable with this one. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, pop it out. We have 1 more set. 5 more seconds. Butt kickers, then jacks. Ready, set, go. You're doing great. Keep going. We're almost there. 5 seconds. And switch to the low impact jack. Step out, center, out, center. And reset the brain sometimes too. Especially as we get tired, keep those knees nice and soft. Posture tall. Arms as high as you need them. Almost there. My watch is just talking to me. We're there. All right. Shake it out. Cardio is done. Make sure you keep your feet moving. Quick sip and then come back for our core circuit. Okay, welcome back to our core circuit. We just finished cardio, so if you found that your heart rate and your breathing rate got really, really high, make sure that it comes back down to somewhat normal before you lie down on the floor. Okay? Assuming we're back to normal, you'll need a mat for this core circuit. We're going to lie down on our back. Okay. This is the bent knee hollow hold. So bring your knees and legs up into tabletop. That position has your knees right over your hips and your shins about parallel to the ground. So double check that. Hands right here on your side. We're going to tuck the chin and bring your shoulders off the ground. Remember to breathe and low back into the ground. 5 more seconds. And rest. Feet come down and then shoulders come down. We're resting for 20 seconds. We're doing this for 2 to 3 rounds. We're going to be doing 3 rounds. Let's set up for round number 2. Feet in tabletop. Squeeze the legs together this time. Reach your fingertips forward. Crunch up and hold. 20 seconds. If you want something a little bit more challenging, you can lift your arms so your fingertips are reaching up to the ceiling here. But make sure all your other points are on point. Low back down, shins parallel. Take a rest, and shoulders and head off the ground. 20 seconds here, we do 1 more round. You should be feeling this in your abdominal muscles right here in the front of your trunk. I need a stopwatch. Okay, set up for number 3. Squeeze those legs together, reach forward, and go. Crunch up. I want you to look right at your knees. If your feet were apart, you could look right there. Arms where you need them for the most challenge today. Keep holding, keep holding. 5 more seconds. And rest. All right. Our core circuit is complete. Now we'll stretch. Okay, our first stretch is the figure 4 stretch. Let's do this lying down. Return to your back, and we're going to take one ankle, cross it over the opposite thigh. Once you're in this position, I want you to bring your toes back towards your shin. And now weave through and grab the bottom or the back leg. Grab behind the thigh and bring the whole thing towards you. And if you can imagine, if you were to straighten this leg, it'd be an upside down number 4 that you'd be looking at. And so that's why we call it a figure 4. When you're doing this stretch, you should feel it in this glute of the leg that's on top. Maybe down the side of this leg as well, depending on where your tightnesses are. And I want you to make sure that you keep your tailbone down on the floor. So we're not trying to lift it up off the ground. Keep it down on the floor. Bring the whole complex in. And breathe through that stretch. We're going to release that. Uncross and go to the other side. Ankle on top of the thigh. Pull the toes back. Weave your hands through and grab the bottom thigh right behind that leg. Breathing through. If you need a little extra stretch here, you can always take this elbow and push this thigh out away from you. You might feel that stretch a little deeper. Last inhale, exhale. And release and uncross. Our second and final stretch is our hip flexor stretch. Make sure you stay on your mat for this one. You'll need some knee cushion support. And we're going to take a single knee. First thing we want to do is make sure that we check our knees are at about 90 degrees to start. And we're going to take our hips and tilt them down and under. So I want you to think about taking your tailbone and tilting it down, so it's pointing straight down. In doing so, you're going to feel this back glute contract a little bit. Hold that contraction. You may already feel a stretch right here through the front of this back hip. If you do, great. And even if you do and you want a little bit more, I want you to now take that position and shift forward ever so slightly. Okay? It's important that the pelvis stays tilted backwards, that glute stays contracted, and you take that other shift. And we're stretching out this front side right here. If you want a little extra, reach that same arm up. Maybe over across the body. Find where that stretch works the best for you. And release, it back off. We're going to switch to the other side. Same thing, about 90 degrees in each knee. shift forward. We're holding these stretches just for a little while. Reach up if you want. Over. But feel free to hold them longer. Or do them a second round on your own. Or even later in the day. Bring that arm down and back up.